Okay, here outside Oakwell, 1-0 against Barnsley, mate. I mean, I'm not being funny. We didn't exactly overpower them, did we, Billy?
It wasn't the greatest of games, but at the end of the day, we got the goal. We got the goal in the end. 3 points over, you know, it's a great feeling to have. Especially to come a long way. The amount of fans we took today was fantastic. You know, overall, it was just a fantastic day out for me. And you know what? The fans were amazing today. You know what? There was a lot of noise, and expecting about 500. We took about 900 today. You know what? Fair play to everyone that came. You know, at the end of the day, Emiliano Marcondes at the end though, he was fantastic. Come over to the fans, thanked us, gave me a hug. You know, Marcondes, I love you. He's an amazing player. And you know what? The game wasn't pretty. I'm not gonna lie. The game. No. It wasn't 100% our very best, but at the end of the day, it's all about 3 points. We won the game, and you know what? I'll take it tonight. I'll take it.
All right, mate. Billy, thanks for coming on, mate.
Thank you.
Really
Up the Cherries, come on.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks very much. Tommy J. Oh, no, come on. Hello, bud. How are you, mate? What's your name?
Luke.
Luke, you've been on before, haven't you?
Yes.
1-0. We got the result. We got the 3 points. What do you think of the performance?
Well, the performance weren't great, but I would still take the 3 points because it's 3 points at the end of the day. And like when Blackburn, they will have a bad run sometime soon, and hopefully we get back to second or top of the league very soon.
Who's your man of the match today for Bournemouth?
Man of the match, I would have to say Billen. I mean, he was on and off, but still he got the goal, what led us to the win. So,
nice one.
Yeah, pretty good, I'd say.
Other Cherries, mate.
Other
Cherries. Dan. Hello, mate. Oh my God. Well, you could see the match today, could you?
Well, the pillar was in the way again. I can show you a picture.
Not as bad as Luton Town, but pretty. Mate,
it's about the same level.
That performance, mate. I mean, we got the win, we got the 3 points, but
Bellin was dodgy towards the end. Very dodgy. I think it was him who played that pass towards our goal when Kay went to take him out. But I have to look back at that, but that wasn't good. But yeah, onwards to next week, I guess, is the way you have to look at it.
But, you know, in terms of performance levels, I'm sort of looking at it, and I thought we should be blowing this team away.
We should have been
3 or 4-0. Especially in the first half, I thought we did, pretty well, created chances. But again, it's that eternal problem, isn't it? Putting the ball in the back of the net, and a team like Fulham would have smashed them.
Trying to pass him, then that's the problem, isn't we? We ain't trying to have a shot or anything from anywhere. Can't score from corners, we don't score headers.
Has this made you feel any better? Because I thought this was the game that might make me feel better.
I thought it'd be the game that, it turned things around and looked for a positive for it, but it was just nothing, was there? Yeah. It was just a lucky goal to start. But onwards to next week.
Onwards and upwards. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Tom's here. Go on. Yeah, come on. Tom's here coming up. Hello, mate. Adam Woodland, mate.
How you doing?
Mate, your brother's been giving Tom shit on Twitter. You need to tell him off.
He's your number one fan. He is. He's probably the number one subscriber, to be fair.
Adam, you're a man who tells it like it is. 1-0, 3 points. That looks good. Performance-wise,
best of the season, wasn't it? No, it was not great, to be fair. Another game where we should have gone in at half-time, 3 or 4 up. Just not taking a chance at the moment, but can it get much worse? Can it go better now, can't it, surely?
I think so, but, I mean, they're bottom of the league. They've got so few points. Derby are like, they're ahead of them, and Derby have had minus 21 throughout the season. This team aren't great, Barnsley.
Like I said at half time to one of the people on the group chat, they were like a Sunday League team in that first half. They were terrible, couldn't pass, couldn't do anything. But I think we need some fresh faces, to be fair. I think they've all got comfortable. I think get a couple players in just to give them a bit of a boost, really. I think we need it. Dom Stank needs to find his shooting boots again and push on. But I think signing's a must now. I think we've got to push on now and try and get top 2.
I don't want to be disrespectful because Barnsley were in a horrible situation, but that second half was real poor for Bournemouth.
It was probably the worst second half. I thought the whole second half was terrible, but I think that's up there for the worst performance probably in the years. I think it was, like I said, it felt like a pre-season game, that second half. We just sat there just doing nothing, and I think the highlight of that second half was our protest was louder than theirs.
Yeah.
It was just, it was crazy. But we move on, don't we?
We move on.
Cheers,
Sam.
Mate.
Safe journey back, buddy. Cheers. We've got David here. Hello, mate. You all right? I mean, you're happy with the points, but performance was a bit hard work, right?
Yeah. I think it was Billings that scored. It was Billings or Solanke.
Billing had a Billing scored a header, and he never does that.
I know, but the win was so bad. But the best, probably I think the best player was Travers. He kept us in it. If he was in goal, we would have lost. I don't know, 3-4-1.
Well, you know what? You make a good point because, they had a number of chances and Travers was in the right place at the right time. So
every single time.
He made the saves look easy, but had he been anywhere else, you know what? They could have snuck it.
Gary Cahill was unlucky to get sent off, but you can't do a tackle like that. 2 chances. That's...
Who's your man of the match today then? Travers, you say?
Yeah, Travers. Amazing.
How does this leave you feeling ahead of... we're second in the league again now, brilliant. But
we're third, I think.
What did Blackburn win in the end?
I think they drew.
No, what we? Blackburn drew. So what we? We're second. We're second. We're second. We're second. Are we? Or are we second, third with the game in hand, Tom?
Blackpool just equalised against Fulham.
Fulham. You know what? That's good. But anyway,
1 point off Blackburn.
1 point off Blackburn. There we go, mate. You were right all along. Why do we doubt you? So anyway,
I don't know.
How does this leave you feeling ahead of some matches against Blackpool away, Birmingham at home?
Yeah, I'm going to Blackpool. I'm going to West Brom April.
Yeah.
Because it was
it was going to be.
Because we're in the cup. That's why we're not playing West Brom February.
Yeah.
But
Are we going to get promoted?
Yes.
All right. Well, you said it, mate. Thanks for coming on. We're going to bring Tom on. Tom.
Get in there.
Tom Jordan's here as well, and Tom Jordan's got his pretty in pink Tom Jordan.
Yeah.
You right? Yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking at the scores then, and Fulham game's obviously delayed, so Blackpool have equalised. Not that I think it really matters, because I don't see us going anywhere near them with that performance. Fortunately, the best thing about today was that obviously we got the 3 points, and Blackburn dropped 2 points, but performance-wise, bad. We were talking to Barnsley fans before, weren't we, in the pub, and they were all very much like, you'll score at least 5, and I'm thinking,
honestly, 3-0,
are they that
4-0,
bad?
5-0, yeah.
And then I've watched it, and I can see why they're saying that, because they are really, really poor. But mate, Travers is still our best player, I thought. We've got a Bluebird coming through. Bluebird coach.
Bluebird coach. You can pat Heather, pan to the coaches, say goodbye, see you later, boys. Girls.
It is coach number 2.
Yeah, coach number 2 coming
coming
through.
on just when the talent comes on the screen. Unbelievable. Heather, coach number 2. Let's pan.
Watch out! Don't want to get run over by those bad boys. There they go. Off they go. Talk to me, mate. Talk to me. I mean, because it wasn't great, eh?
It wasn't. It was really poor. I hate being despondent after a win, because you think, you've just got 3 points away from home. You should be really happy, but they were really poor. And I just thought we were sluggish, we were tedious, we were boring.
Cut getting in the way.
Cherries Red Armies having a takeover. But yeah, it was really poor. I mean, Billy scored a header, I suppose. I thought Pearson was good. I'll give him credit. I thought Pearson was good. But again, Travis is making saves to keep us in the game. Adam's trying to show me up. But mate, it was poor to watch, wasn't it? It was really, really a tough watch. We're very fortunate that they were really, really bad, because any half decent side has scored a couple there, and we're losing the game. So. Yeah, take our medicine a little bit. We've got 3 points. We've got distraction of the cup next week. Get a few more bodies in, and we need to address some things. Fortunately, KO's suspension is only going to be for Bournemouth, which he wouldn't have played in anyway. But he was poor at that. I mean, how he's getting ran ragged by them lot, I don't know. But worrying, but we got over the line.
You're going to pick Adam up so he can be. Come on, put him on your shoulder. Go on, do the. There you go. Adam Hensman.
He's more heavier than you look.
You're right. You okay?
Go on. What do you think of the game?
Talk to me.
First away day.
Very good.
Not very good.
But not the second half, but the first half was really good.
Yeah. Who's your man of the match today?
Travers.
Travers, not the first person to have said that. Says it all. Who is it who got player of the season last season? Who got
Begovic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's very cardboard.
It could be him again when you think about it. He's well heavy. All right, mate. Thanks very much. Kirk.
Go on, get over it, Kirky.
I'm concerned about Cherries Red Army's Kirk, what he's got to say, because whilst it looks good, that we got 3 points and the win and all that. I mean, performance-wise, blimey, difficult.
That's only a slight upgrade on Hull away, I think.
It
weren't that much better, and
because
I feel like I want to hold on to something, because that's what we were nearly doing against against a team that's heading towards League One.
And we didn't really even create our own goal. It was a mistake. I mean, the keeper shouldn't have probably come out, and we were, I wouldn't say gifted, we had to work a little bit for it, but as good as gifted the goal that we did score.
I mean, if we're going to give something back to Scott Parker, the conditions were a little bit tough and windy. But we had some chances in the first half we should have done better with. But another second half where I can't really remember us really testing the goalkeeper. I think there was a chance of Jaden Anthony down the left was blocked. But yeah, it's just not enough, is it? It's still a little bit too passive. I'm actually frustrated with two things at the moment. I'm watching the game and seeing the ball stop in front of players. I don't like that. I don't like the ball physically stopping in front of the feet, and they're like trying to evaluate who they're going to pass you. You've always got to keep turning the ball over, and that's starting to happen a lot at the moment. And then when we get possession with the likes of Travers from a corner, or where they've attacked us and he grabs it, why are we not then hitting them for 6-on-6, etc.? And we just wait for them to get back in position. Then Travers plays it out to Stacey, and then it's the whole build up again, and it's build up without real pace. And yeah, it's probably highlighted everything. I'm highlighting everything that's probably been said by Tom, etc. But it's 3 points. We did say that at the start, didn't we? We did say, look, take a scrappy win if it is, but it's still a bit uninspiring, because 3-0 it should have been 4-0.
Yeah,
and that's what we were told.
We'll take a scrappy win because we want the points. But performance-wise, I mean, I'm sort of happy that the next game's a cup game, just to maybe. I mean, but will we even sort ourselves out during that, because we'll probably be playing a side that's fairly under strength, which makes me worry ahead of some matches. Blackpool and then Birmingham, and look, we need 6 points from them. And I know that teams like Blackburn are slipping up. Fulham slipped up today, but it's the performances that are going to build momentum. At the moment, it just seems like we're staggering over the line.
I just wonder, as we're speaking right now, whether Neil Blake and Richard Hughes are on the phone to Blackburn and Derby and getting these deals done, because we're not ruthless enough. Yeah. And as we hit that April period where we need to be in a good place, we're going to need to kill off teams a lot better than that. So we need to get some deals done in the next couple of days for me.
In terms of those deals, what if you could have a couple, who would you be having?
Yeah, I want Lawrence, 100%.
Yeah.
We've only scored 2 goals outside the box. We haven't scored a direct free kick all season. No gimmies, just goals where you get them where you haven't had to work for it, just a dead ball free kick. And Tom Lawrence will give you something like that. Maybe Rothwell will add. I'm surprised we're not in or hearing about anything regarding Swift. I think he's a similar player. And Kiefer Moore's mixed. I'm not sure. Maybe he would. But again, look, Dom looks like he was trying today. He works hard. He looks like he was snatching at his chances instead of being more clinical like he has been. But he definitely needs support. Look, he's played every single game, Dom Solanke. Yeah. I mean, he's going to get to a point where he's going to be on empty. So Tom Lawrence definitely, maybe a central attacking midfielder. And we need something, don't we? Because we're going to need to kill off teams a lot better than this.
Great. Kirk, cheers, mate. cherriesredarmy.co.uk.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And just like you, I'm probably going to be up late tonight editing the Matchday vlog.
Love it. Right, let's go across. We're gonna walk and talk here. I feel like Martin Brundle on the grid walk as I bring in Matt Davis. Martin Brundle. This is what I feel like, Martin Brundle. Like you from Benetton? What was that ages ago?
United Colours of Benetton, isn't it?
United Colours of Benetton. You all right, mate?
Very well, mate, yeah. Well, I'm not actually. No.
Williams are Red Bull, the teams.
I'm not very well. No.
1-0. Brilliant. 3 points.
Yeah.
But, come on.
I mean, we said before the game, didn't we? Let's just get the job done. Let's get the 3 points. But we go 1-0 up. Lucky goal, really. Not for our own making. And then we don't go for the jugular. There's no intensity there. There's no tempo there.
Did you feel worse after that? Than better? I do as well.
Yeah.
I feel worse after beating the team that's bottom of the league. I mean, they're so despondent, yet we made a meal of it.
Yeah, we absolutely
They had
did.
chances.
They had chances, and they could reflect on it. I mean, they're so poor, and they also, we were speaking to Barnsley fans before the game, weren't we, in the pub, and they were saying you'll win by 5 today, 5 or 6, because that's how poor they are. And the standard today was awful. I just felt that we got dragged down to their level. We didn't show. We got the job done, that's all you can say, but it wasn't enjoyable. I didn't enjoy it one bit. I didn't enjoy watching.
But just imagine us in the Premier League.
we get ripped to shreds. I think we'll get absolutely ripped to shreds with that squad that we. Something is fundamental. I don't want to be negative. I really don't. I don't want to come on this channel and be negative. I don't want to talk negatively, but it just feels really, really flat at the moment. We just won 1-0 away at Barnsley, and it just feels so flat. It's unprecedented, really.
Maybe some new transfer blood will help us. Maybe
some fresh
reinvigorate things.
Fresh impetus is definitely needed at the moment. I think whether it's Tom Lawrence, not Kiefer Moore for me, as I've gone on record and said.
I'd rather have Kiefer Sutherland than that.
Yeah, no, Tom Lawrence. There's the creativity in the final third. I mean, Ryan, it's almost like it's becoming a little bit. Other people have probably said this. It's becoming a bit scripted. It feels like Scott Parker has got a manual, and he's saying he's drilling them on the training ground, and he's saying to them, "Here's my 10-point plan to score a goal, and here's my 10-point plan of what I want from you." And it feels like players are not being allowed the freedom to express themselves. That's how it feels to me, and they're just going through the motions on the football pitch. It felt like today we got the goal. Let's just see it out for the next 75 minutes, get the job done, and get the hell out of here.
I suppose, in a way, if you can look at it on a positive, that we have got the 3 points, yet we're still looking negatively. Therefore, there is some work to do. So maybe that's one positive way you can look at it.
That's the only positive you can take from it, Sam. I think
it's not like we're complacently thinking, right, we played amazing tonight.
Yeah.
We'll do that again in the next game.
Yeah.
We've got work to do still, which is good.
We've got 3 points. What are we? 1 point off second with a game in hand. So that's the positive to take. And we're really not very happy, are we, as a supporter base and as hopefully as players and management team as well. So that's the positive you can take. But from here, I think we really need to take a break now with the Boreham Wood game, get through that one and really kick on now, because it's pivotal part of the season, isn't it? And we've got to get it done.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Sam.
Stevie. Yes. Stevie H, come and have a word.
Hello, Samuel B.
I was stood next to you for most of that.
Yeah, were you?
Happy?
Yeah.
No.
It's strange, isn't it, saying that
It's
you're
so
not
weird.
happy with a 1-0 win away, but it was very uninspiring. Inspiring, that was it. No, I don't know. We got our noses in front early doors, and then we resorted back to that sort of pass, not really doing anything with it, controlling the ball, but equally opened up very easily on the counter.
It's almost like we took the lead and then we sat back. Oh, we haven't seen that at all, like for every game.
We weren't warned about that, were we, before the season started by X amount of Fulham fans? But yeah, I don't know where to go with it anymore. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
No, I don't. Yeah,
it's a sad state of affairs that you come all this way to see that sort of performance, but it just didn't seem our levels are.
Yet we won. It's so weird, isn't it?
But that goes to show how poor Barnsley are and what state they're in. But yet we weren't much better than them.
They'll be dancing in the streets tonight.
Every one of their fans was saying 3 or 4 would put past them, and we were sort of I'll be happy with 1 or 2, and that's what it turned out. And to be fair, that goal we scored was a bit of a cock up by their keeper. Opportunist strike. Billing scores a header. They have a.
In some ways, right? Because we've got to speak to a number of Barnsley fans today, and in some ways, I suppose it's the perfect result for us because. We've got the win, but also
they didn't get trounced.
And maybe that will give them a little bit to go.
Yeah,
they're as good as down, but
they are. But I feel sorry for them massively, and our fans sort of contributed to singing songs for them about their owners today, which was a nice touch.
Yeah, really good.
But they didn't show a lot, but we didn't show a lot either, and. It could have been a draw that game quite easily, and I would have said, well, fair play to you, Barnsley, because I thought they did enough to probably scrape a draw. As it was, we got the win, and that's all that matters. We said at the beginning we'd have taken a scrappy 1-0. That's what it turned out to be. Onwards and upwards. Forget about this one and go to Birmingham.
If your face was an emoji now, would it be a big smile? Would it be or would it be all that with a line that goes right across it?
Do you know that one with the 2 air things? Go like, frustrated. That one.
Tom, If you were,
Am I coming back on? Take 2.
Yeah. Emoji face. What would it be?
if this performance was an emoji face, which one would it be? Would it be the line across from the mouth, or would it be a slight smile, or would it be like red face fuming?
Is there one like with a knife in the throat? Or? Mate, Blackpool are drawing. We're going up.
We're going
up Premier League.
All right. If you want to get your videos on, you can do. Details are below. See you next video. Cheers.